Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 8, week 3. So, we're going to be going over, of course, as is every Monday, all of the campaign related things. Everything from the campaign tasks, all the way to the full list over here, as well as messing with the Word event. But let's go bring up the full master list, just so we know what we are dealing with here. And go from there. Of course, same spot it's always in on the Gems of War forum, which is somewheres. Oh yeah, I forgot. This page is still broken, isn't it? What was the other way we got around to it the other time? So why on earth are you being so broken? You're not even gonna let me see the categories? Huh. Well then, campaign... Is that bringing up? Is that it? I can't even tell because of the text. Campaign 8 guide, week 3. Should be right here. There it is. Okay, we got it. All good. I still have no clue why that page is broken. But it is. It does be broken from time to time. Apparently I got the wrong one. Okay, so as far as all the tasks we got to go kill Infernus 5 times, which he better be in the World event a ton. Though, realistically, a lot of people in PvP should have it, so it should be quicker in PvP. Aside from that, we got to kill a billion reds, which I'm not sure if Pride Lands is actually the best for. It's one of those pure color king, or you know, it's one of those color kingdoms that's like pure, but doesn't really have much of its color. But it shouldn't be too bad. We could probably passively get that done too, since we could just rush down Infernus. And then we just get 66 reds as we do everything else, so that shouldn't be too bad. Match a billion skulls, you can basically just run any skull spam team. Win dungeons 6 times is basically just a skip unless you want to wait till tomorrow. 30 elemental kills, you can just go to Nexus, pretty much the entire place is elemental. Win 6 battles in arena, I don't think I have an arena started, and because it's the last task, we'll probably just skip it and hope it has synergy with something. And then we basically just go through all of bronze. Interesting. So we actually do want to rush to the end of, or at least to the second task of silver, as well as getting the first task of gold done, and then worry about bronze. I don't think we worry about bronze until then. And we kind of just let bronze sit and then do all of bronze, because we're going to have 2 passive ones to get done, kill 66 red and whatever on earth the last silver is. So we actually want to prioritize for once silver, oddly enough. So let's go do that. So let's go kill 5 Infernuses. This also gets the PvP thing done, oddly enough, so quite convenient. We're going to do 2 PvP battles, but then again, it's not going to be ranked, so it actually won't get the PvP thing done. Because I want to find a team of just Infernus. There should be someone here who's just going to have like 3, 4 Infernus. The only problem is if they have 3, they might have like Firebomb or something, which might make the thumbnail not look like Infernus. But someone, somewhere, should have a 4, and then we just need to find 1 more of them, and we'll be good to go. Unfortunately, no one did it. Did no one set their team to Infernus? Hello? A single Infernus? Not even someone just randomly running Infernus? There's one randomly running Infernus. Since I need 5, I'm actually going to take this battle, which might seem weird. However, the fact that we need 5, if we only take 1 now, and there's a likely chance because of how common Infernus is that we find a 4. So us killing only 1 here should be fine, because we should be able to find one with a quad and go from there. Anyways, hello everyone. Hope all you've been doing well. Hello NASA. Hello Mister. Hello Roman. Hello Bill. Hello Crisp. Hello Defiant. Hello Hung. Hello Michael. Hello Logic Slayer. Hello Draco. Hello Barbara. Hello Gems of War. Hello let's see. Oh, long time watcher, first time chatter. Well, thanks for stopping by, or thanks for chatting, I should say. But yeah, there's a lot of people that do watch us that just never chat. But thanks for finally saying hello in chat there. Wait, whose birthday is it? I see a happy birthday. Oh, it's your birthday today. Hey, happy birthday, Mr. Jesse. Do you want us to sing happy birthday to you later to stream? Let me know. We'll definitely make sure to do so before you go, or at some point, whenever you want a song, just let me know. But happy birthday, Mr. Jesse. How old did you turn? Hello, Tyron. Who else hello to? Hello, Sushi Ninja. Hello. I think that's everyone. And hello, everyone else. Okay, let's go kill these things. And hopefully we'll get lucky and find the Infernuses so we can get these rolling a bit. None seem too hard this week, though. Though the bigger concern will be what on earth they repick into, because there's some really annoying repicks, and some of them are pretty easy, so we'll find out which one we get. Hopefully the easier ones. Let's let me scroll down and chat. For whatever reason, it's not updating. There it goes. Let's see. Okay, we only found one, so let's keep going. You learned a ton from the streams? Thanks. Yeah, we will be covering a lot more guide videos. This year, I really want to make the year we update, like, literally every guide video. I should hopefully be starting that this week. First, I need to go actually post the weekly video, though. Soon, TM. Actually, I haven't even made the World event teams. We'll be doing that on stream today. But yeah, I got a bit caught up, then I took a nap that turned into apparently a very long nap. Why is there no one? I'll take this double because it's better, but why is there no one with like 4 Infernus? It's been out long enough that I feel like there's quite a few people that have 3 or 4. It's not like the first mythic that ever came out, but I'm pretty sure it was within like the first dozen or 2, I want to say. I know it was like a really early on mythic. Like, it's what basically started the Infernus, like, troops, because the Infernus was the first one that was like it. It was before Obsidius, it was before everything like those. It was before Mistralis, it was before Aquaticus. Like, everything that's even remotely Infernus-like, they're called Infernus-likes because Infernus was the first one of them, ages back. So he's been out for a while, so a lot of people should have some spares. The problem is, they're not setting out on defend team. Oh no! Go back! I clicked too quickly. I was looking from left to right, and my eyes did not go there quicker than my click. That's a slight fail. That might have been a quad. I only need 2, though. I just need 2 Infernuses on one team. That's all we need. Come on, double Infernus. Any double Infernus. Also, why does it take so long to load the things? Come on. It's definitely laggier than normal. No, it is a Monday. There we go. Okay, I'll take the double guy again. That's all we need. We need 5. You turned 38? Nice. Yeah, my grandma turns 85 next week. Sending out the card tomorrow. Almost forgot it's actually so early. It's actually a week from now, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully the card will get there in time. Like, I believe this month has 31 days, so actually it might be a little bit over a week. Doesn't this month have 31 days? Yes, it does. Okay, so I'm not too far behind then. It should get there in time. Anyways, that should be all of our Infernuses. But anyways, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Mr. Jesse. Happy birthday to you. There we go. Hope you had a wonderful, wonderful 38th birthday today. Actually, let's go hand out a code. We'll hand out the extra code now. How about that? We're still going to open the vault keys, though. We'll hand out 2 codes. We'll hand out one for Jesse's birthday and another one at some point in this stream. Might as well. It's a Monday as well. If I would ever load. Gosh, this other computer. Come on. Get in there. Get in there. There we go. Grab that. Let's go hand out a code for the birthday. If I can get there. Yeah, I might need to clean up the side computer at some point soon. Gosh, is it getting glazily slow. Though, in all fairness, it is almost a decade old, the side computer. It's getting up there in age. The summer of next year will be the 10-year mark of that thing. But gosh, is it showing. Alright, we're at the code section. They're almost... Come on. 1 second. Put that there, put that there. Put that there. And get the whole thing in. So I can get you guys the link. And then we just need to copy the whole thing. Put it into chat. And we're good to go. There you guys go. There's the redeem code used on gemswar.com for the game code section. Your invite code's found underneath settings menu. Redeem code's right over there in chat. So copy paste random numbers and letters starting with ZZ. Apparently double Z. And give same word as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy everyone. There you guys go. For the birthday, Jesse. Alright, so where were we? Campaign tasks. Gravekeeper should be done automatically. Kill a bunch of reds automatically. Win PvP. Actually, I do want to get this one out of the way. What's the most skull spammy team I have? Technically, I don't know. Let's just run some Explore 12. Why not just run Zugoff? There are some better things for running more skulls. Though, why not just run some Explore 12 real quick? It wants me to go get a bunch of skulls. This will get us a bunch of skulls. Actually, wasn't the other one to go do PvP? We could do that, I guess. Because if our bronze is to do normal PvP, 4 PvP battles might actually be enough to close the gap. So let's go do that, actually. That might be a little bit better. Yeah, 4 PvP battles. Let's go do that, actually. Because Zugov can do that as well here. Doesn't really matter where we do it, as long as he's doing something. Though there are some better ones than Zugov. The problem with Zugov for total number of skulls is he does auto-kill whatever he touches. So you have to get a kill automatically in order to create skulls, and normally that overkills them a bit. Also, I believe it just counts destroyed skulls as well, so me destroying them actually counts, I believe. Though we'll likely have enough after 4. We get a lot of skulls. A lot of excess skulls as well. Can I say Terrian? Terrian? I don't know, I wouldn't think I would say that incorrectly. Terrian. Oh, what do we take here? I'll take a red. Grab a other red. 1 mana short. Luckily we're up against treasure, so there is no feasible way they could ever win, but still. Oh, also, don't forget, biggest thing this week, since I haven't covered a video yet, we need to. Soon, TM. But, Flameifer, most relevant thing this week out of everything that's happening. That and I guess the cosmetic pet on Wednesday. But more importantly, do not forget to craft Flameifer this week. It is probably the most important objective as far as things that are currently available as of this current week, is craft a Flameifer. You probably see me using it almost every day. It's one of those we don't run necessarily every day, but pretty much every day. It's really good for the Zugov team, but it's also used for Yalgoi Queen of Tanya for one of the better no-mythic teams, as well as, which I'll probably even show for the video just because it's pretty relevant, as well as for pretty much any team where your hero wants to create red and you need red for your team. It also does burn on the first slot, which is really relevant for every hero class that does triple damage burning, because it does count as one of your triple damage burnings, or, you know, it allows you to triple damage burning their first slot, even if you don't have a different burn rolling. Let's see, the only guild you ever joined is disbanding. You can't remember how to join a guild. The guild ads were Discord chats, but you don't use it. The main 2 locations, I guess you could do through Discord as well, but the main 2 locations I've always known is Global Chat 1. This is particularly good right before a Guild Wars, so we just had a Guild War, so it might be a couple weeks before then, though you could technically do it whenever. But right before a Guild Wars, Global Chat 1 tends to be a really good location for it. And aside from that, the Gems of War forum, we're actually just on it for this other page over here, but just gemsofwar.com, underneath the forum section, has a lot of various info. So if you just go to gemsofwar.com, and then click on forums, and then make an account if you don't already have one here. And the page is broken, but this is because of that weird browser thing. It normally works, but if you just go there, there's a bunch of guilds that you can that are normally advertising. But Global Chat 1 tends to be pretty good for it. If you just go to chats and click on settings and go to 001, there's normally people recruiting. They normally have like a different text color that they end up using. It's like right here, you can see there's 1, there's 2. Oh, it keeps moving. But there's like 2 people right now recruiting apparently. Sometimes there's a lot more. There's not as many right now because we just had a guild war. However, normally there's a lot. So you can normally get a bunch of people or find a bunch of guilds that way. Just keeping an eye on Global Chat 1. The main reason I say before Guild Wars tends to be pretty good because a lot of guilds are desperate to fill the last few slots they have with a person in order to have people for Guild Wars. And it's the easiest time to ever get into a bigger guild. The only problem with that is if you're currently not in a guild, you'd have to wait like 3 weeks, so it's probably better to get into a guild through other means, potentially. Global Chat 1's still good for it, though. But right before Guild Wars, you can get into some of the biggest guilds in the game pretty easily, as long as you're kind of like progressed enough, which most people would be by that point. Because they're trying to fill right before Guild Wars. Because right now, there's not like as immediate of a need. Biggest things like the bounty event this weekend and other things, like they're not like super high priority to fill a guild for. But something like Guild Wars is a bit more high priority. Yeah, Room 1 and 2 tends to be advertising. It might even be easier to see it in 2 because there's not a lot of random chatter. So it'll be filled probably mostly with ads. Because some of them just post in like the first 10 chats. So Global Chat 2 or 3 might actually be an easier location sometimes. Because Global Chat 1 has a lot of random chatter that makes them move pretty quickly. Also, somehow we still have not gotten enough skulls. I'm not sure how. I guess we'll do Zugolf one more time. Obviously, it's not meant to get, like, infinite skulls, that team, but still, it gets quite a bit of skulls. Kind of surprised it hasn't hit 300 yet. It's probably the insta-kill that's making it end so quickly, though. Alright, so it wants me to go use Warlord Hero class 4 times. It's a bit of a weird one. This counts as Destroy. No, it says Match. Maybe that's why we haven't hit it yet. Okay, let me just do one more battle, I guess. We'll do PvP, why not? Maybe not Rope Dart. Preferably not Rope Dart. Well, there's plenty of chill guilds that also are out there. Some that don't even have requirement, though I normally would advise getting one that has at least some amount of requirement, because the more gold that the guild is doing overall, the more loot you get automatically. So you normally want to find one with some amount of requirement, but quite a few of them are pretty chill. And they normally advertise if they are or aren't. The Gems of War 4 might even be a better location for that, if you're trying to find one that's really chill. Because they kind of type out like what type of guild they are. And while Global Chat 1 does that as well, you won't be able to see as many simultaneously through Global Chat 1 or 2. Whereas on the forum, you can see pretty much all of them that are currently advertising. I'm just not sure how much the forums use this much for advertising. I know it's like still used, but I'm not sure to what degree these days. Because obviously I haven't needed to luck for ages. Reroll task, obviously, don't want to have to do the dungeon thing. Win ranked PvP, no! That is one of the annoying ones. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's actually really bad. Oops, that's not the page I wanted. This almost makes me want to skip it with 100 gems. That is such a waste, though. We're gonna do it, but the problem is I wanted this to be a passive one so we could get it done while doing all of bronze. But now, I might just have to spam down 24 PvP battles, which takes forever, relative to almost any other objective it could have been. Can I reroll the reroll? I know you can't, but I would like to reroll this reroll. That's unfortunate. Because I want to do 30 elemental kills, then reroll the 6 arena, and then passively do the 6 arena. And then do all of bronze while passively doing the 6 arena, as well as the other kill thing. Also, we should be passively getting red kills, yeah. Well, I guess we're doing a bunch of PvP today. I don't normally do the 1.9k PvP on Mondays, but it wants me to. Oh, gosh. Should I change my team? I don't know. Zugolf's doing its job. I might as well just keep with it for now. But I guess we're doing 1.9k. This is normally something that you would actually want to do every Monday if you really care about maximizing your total amount of loot. The main reason for this is you get, I believe, 19... If you have the max PvP rank, you'll end up getting like 19 or 20 seals or something every single day, and it's a bit lower if you don't have rank 1 PvP. So theoretically, every single Monday throughout the entire history of the game, before it used to be glory, now it's seals, you get a little bit of extra seals every day. And if you already have your 2,000 seals for the week, it actually counts on top of it. So you basically get like an extra seal key every single day, essentially. So it is actually beneficial to every single Monday get 1.9k if you care about maximizing all your amount of loot. The main reason you normally don't see me doing this is because the amount of loot it gives relative to how much loot we have is pretty minuscule. But if you're looking to like min-max every single amount of resource gains you possibly can, you actually do want to every Monday hit 1.9k. Ideally, even 2,000 for 1.9k seals, but 2,000 for your total seals. Or sorry, that made no sense. 1.9k PvP rating, but 2,000 total seals. You normally want to hit both on Monday, ideally, if you want to maximize every amount of loot you can get. It's basically like getting an extra gem key every day. Your reroll was... Oh, yeah, the Adana Explorer one's pretty annoying as well. Honestly, I would almost rather have that than PvP, because it's still early enough where the Explorer level was probably telling you to do, like, Explorer 3, 4, or 5, in which case you could Rowain or Phoenicia, which at least would have synergy with some other stuff. Whereas this has synergy with pretty much nothing. Because doing ranked PvP is, you kind of have to use good teams, at least this late in the game anyways. Though pretty much throughout the entire game, you're kind of forced to have to use at least somewhat competent teams. Which means we can't really do, like, a Rowain quick kill or something. Unless we find, like, a really weak, lower one if we really wanted to take it. But I kind of want to take the higher ones because it's having me do so many that I'd rather hit 1.9k PvP rating as well while we're doing this. Because we might as well hit it. Luckily, the lower tier ones do give a lot more points. Back in the day, they used to give as low as, like, 10. Like, when they had the system. Like, 10, 20. Now I think the lowest it can even go is 50. So taking the lowest one isn't as big of a difference compared to taking the highest one. The margin of difference isn't anywhere near as bad. Also, hello, Isabel. Welcome, welcome. Also, hello, Benjamin as well. Welcome. Also, it's Mr. Jesse's birthday today. Everyone say happy birthday. We already sung it earlier and handed out a code for it as well. We'll have another code a little bit later this stream. Also, why are people using Aquaticus? Aquaticus is so bad. Aquaticus has pretty much never been good. It was used a little bit when it first came out. And then was basically never touched again. Like, it's the best submerger in the game, but that's not necessarily a good thing. Submerge is barely used for anything in the current state of the game. If anything, it's almost a negative perk, because it allows rogue teams to insta-kill anything that has Submerge. And while rogue teams aren't used in exceedingly high amounts, they are used a bit more now that Rogue Spider is very meta with Mother of Darkness and everything. Like, it's probably among one of the more used PvP teams. There are better PvP teams out there. But it's a really fun one to use, so I'm pretty sure its use rate is pretty high. Because generally, if you're spamming a bunch of PvP, you're probably just doing it for fun more so than anything. It's definitely not good of a place to grind, that's for sure. It has seen better days as far as overall loot. I really wish PvP would get a rework at some point, though. Also, there's the Yagwe Queen of Tanya team. I was talking about Flamerfur. He should be using Flamerfur instead of Urskea Crown. Though, he is destroying us pretty effectively right now. But it is a little bit better to be running Flamerfur for the team he's currently using. It's one of the more noteworthy uses for Flamerfur. We almost died on this battle, but luckily, it's fine. He just killed half my team. Only half. Oh, I don't want to take this revive battle. You might notice I keep dodging it. The main reason is, yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I was going to say, the main reason is, if he has one set and it's coming up in the thumbnail, that probably means he has multiple set. And I had a feeling it was going to be like 3 or 4 of them. And guess what? It was 3 with a resummoner. If you're wondering why I keep skipping that, that is exactly why. I knew what that was before I even clicked on it, just because of the thing that was showing up in the thumbnail. Because pretty much anyone still using that on defend is probably spamming it like crazy just to troll people. It's somewhat good if your objective is to get brown kills. Otherwise, I would not bother. Because you can get like 7 or 8 brown kills during the duration of a battle like that. However, for every other objective other than that, it is a really bad idea. Also, I was wondering why we're not killing. It's because I don't have any attack value. I was like, why is my skull not killing him? I know he has 50% reduction. But it's because of Entangle. Is Doomed Club worth buying? Yes, it is one of the best 6 Doom weapons. I would say Flamerfur is higher priority, but if you have the resources to get Doomed Club, it is advised to get Doomed Club. Yeah, those are 2 main priorities this week. Flamerfur is the highest priority, and if you have the resources for it, also get Doomed Club. It's one of the best use for Doomed Club, I would say, in the current state of the game is with Truffle. So if you're using like a Farce, Troll, Double Truffle, Doomed Club kind of team, you can kind of incorporate it into that. And there's a few other uses, but I feel like any team kind of composed around Truffle is one of your more go-to options for that. Also, we have only gotten through 8 PvP battles. Wow, this takes forever. We've got a very unfortunate roll. I knew this takes forever, but I forgot how much forever takes. I think we re-rolled into one of the longest taking tasks we could possibly re-roll into. No, if nothing else, at least we get the 1.9k Monday objective done. Something I almost never do. And by almost never do, I mean literally never do these days. But if you're looking to min-max loot, you technically want to do this every Monday. I just happen to not in the current state of the game. But getting 1.9k PvP rating, particularly 1.9k PvP rating combined with also hitting 2,000 seals on Monday, are really good for your overall value for the week. It's not too much of a difference, but it adds up if you do it every week. Which is, we have so many seals that it going slightly higher, it doesn't really interest me too much. Especially relative to how much time it normally takes. Because we're going to be spending half this stream just doing this objective. Realistically, this will be half the stream. Is us just messing with PvP. I might even switch our team up around the halfway point. Instead of doing Zugoff, we might run Rogue Spider or something else even just completely weird. Just to change it up a bit. Let's just go change now. Let's change the Rogue Spider for a little bit, and then we might change it to something else as well. Because we're at the 3rd point, so if we're going to switch 3 times, now would be the time we kind of want to switch. So let's go Rogue Spider. We'll take the slightly weaker team. Where is Rogue Spider? Somewhere's in here is Rogue Spider. Where is it? Oh, wrong section. Aha. I thought it was in the middle section here. There it is. I was gonna say, it should have been like right under the bar. There it is. Because I knew I put it underneath the little dot bar. Is the $5 weapon worth picking up this week? They're technically never worth picking up unless you want them for completionist sake. However, I do forget what the current one does, so let me go peek at it after this battle. Though last I recall, they are all useless. Aw, I did that on the barrier guy so it wouldn't die, so I can actually finish it, and then it died. I was trying for it not to die. Because otherwise we can't do the combo into Mother of Darkness then, if it dies out on us. But yeah, this is still one of the weird teams that has formed due to them not really nerfing anything. They made Rogue Spider kind of ridiculous, and then never nerfed it. It's only used for like a few really particular teams, but it's so good in those few particular teams. Centurigon's another one of those. Or honestly, Centurigon's not as broken as it seemed on the very first week, I do have to say. It is very broken, but it's not like as broken as that broken seemed. So what is the $5 weapon? Or even is the $5 weapon these days? No, this one's not worth it. It's basically just a weaker Gob Chomper. If you want this mechanic, you just run Gob Chomper. There was a point in the game where this was the best way to deal with goblins. However, that is not the case anymore, and late in the game, it doesn't even have enough damage to one-shot. Like, if I use this right now against a goblin team, it will not even one-shot. One other issue with this is a anti-goblin weapon that doesn't actually have extra turn to help counter goblins. So you're just wasting your turn to do it, and if you're going to waste your turn to do it, you might as well start with an empowered Gob Chomper and just spam like 3 or 4 of them if you really want to like super hard counter a goblin team. But no, this came before Gob Chomper existed and was viable then. However, it is not viable in the current state of the game. Though I do have to say it is technically, I guess, one of the better $5 weapons, though it's obsolete in the current state of the game. But in theory, it's kind of useful, I guess. Like, it counters a specific team, but that specific team already has a better counter that is not that weapon. So it's not really worth getting, unless you just want it for completionist sake. Like, you wouldn't get it to use the weapon, you would just get it just to have it. Because the thing that you can get is an event key drop table. Gob Chomper is an event key drop table this week. So if you want that mechanic, you just go get that in event keys. Is the better option. Also, why did I do it on the barrier one that time? That one I shouldn't have. The reason being, I needed enough damage to actually kill. There was a reason to last time, but it wasn't this time. Which is a slight mistake. However, we shall fix it by hitting one that we actually should be hitting. And then throw Mother of Darkness on that. And then get our extra turn. And then hopefully not blue extra turn here, because we're frozen on it. Move another one into kill range. Bring out Rope Dart. We don't have enough mana, but we should in 2 more casts. Hopefully we don't fail there, and we failed, though luckily something else extra turn, so we didn't fail. So we'll go throw that down, get our double kill there, and we're good to go. Let's see. Oh no, you haven't been feeling very well? Oh no, you're gonna go rest? I hope you have a good night, Isabel. Not sure if you're still here. Sorry about that, I didn't see your other message. Let's see. I'll take this one. But yeah, I'm actually surprised I'm not feeling bad today, because it started to get like really, really cold near me. And while I'm kind of used to the cold, it doesn't normally get that cold around here that often. So it normally causes allergies or something normally, but I've been actually kind of good today, overall. But yeah, there's a chance we actually get snow tomorrow. I'll believe it when I see it, though. This area has not gotten snow for like 4 years now. And the last time it got snow, I wasn't even in the state. So I didn't even get to see it. The last time I've seen snow in South Carolina, I believe, was like a decade ago. Even though it has snowed since then. In the Myrtle Beach area, I have not seen it since then, because like the 1 or 2 times that it has snowed since like about a decade ago, I wasn't in the state during that time, which is kind of funny. Like every time it snows here, I'm not around. Supposedly there be snow. Also, I'm still surprised. We've done a decent amount of PvP right now, and we're still only 7,508. Actually surprises me how many people still do a lot of PvP. That's probably a lot of people doing the weekly 1.9k PvP. If nothing else, one thing from doing this, we're actually going to identify the amount of player base that on a Monday does 1.9k PvP. Something that I actually don't currently know the number for, though if I had to guess based on our current number, based on how far we are, it's about 5,000 people on the PC mobile version. meaning probably around like 7 to 10,000 across all platforms, which is interesting. That's actually a bit higher than I thought it would normally be. Because if we're at like a really low score, we can end up seeing this like 50-ish thousand on PC Mobile, still like concurrent players, maybe a little bit higher than that. However, the fact that still like 5 to 10,000 people across all platforms are still doing the weekly PvP thing immediately for optimal loot, that's kind of interesting. Like, it's a pretty time-consuming Monday daily, or weekly, I guess. It's more of a weekly objective. But I didn't really expect that many people would still be doing it. But it's actually surprisingly high. And by surprisingly high, I mean a lot. Like literal thousands of people. That's actually a lot more than I thought it would be. Like quite a margin. Like I could see several hundred or maybe like 1,000 or 2,000. But I didn't realize it was multiple thousands. So how many more PvP battles do we still have? We're halfway there. Why? We're halfway there. Okay, I was somewhat correct in that we should have used 100 gems. But oh well, we'll do it, them all. I was also correct in that this will take half the time. Though I might have been slightly optimistic. This might actually take more than half the time. Just to go get the PvP kills. I'm pretty sure that's the unluckiest thing you could ever reroll into on the objectives. That is so insanely unfortunate. I knew 24 PvP battles would take a while. It's just I haven't done PvP in such a long time. I forgot how long a while is. Like, we're going to hit 1.9k any moment now. Yet still be, like, nowhere close to hitting the 24 PvP battles that we need. Because we're already on tier 2. We're only 2 battles away. And then we'll still have, like, 10 battles left. Like I said, this should be a weaker variant. Most people don't use Kraken these days. Kraken's actually out of the meta now. It used to be really good. It's not as good anymore. It's still usable. But it's not as usable as it used to be back in the day. It's also gotten nerfed like twice. Whereas some other very broken options within the game still have not been nerfed a single time. We don't have enough damage, do we? Yes, we do because of boost ratio. I keep forgetting to add the boost ratio on that. I sometimes forget it even has a boost ratio. I believe it does it based on all purple or something. Oh yeah, there's actually really funny. Before it was about to be added to the game, I guess it was unintentional because they fixed it immediately, obviously. But she was originally going to have a ratio of 10 damage per purple, which would have been absolutely insane. Because that means every purple... it was either on the board or based on... I think it was pretty sure it was based on the board. Which means every single purple on the board would have been 10 additional damage. Meaning basically everything she ever touched would have died. Like, near instantly. Which would have been very, very funny broken. But then she was considered low tier for the longest time because it was reduced all the way down to a 1 ratio. Where every purple is 1 additional damage for her. And then Rogue Spider came out and made her viable all over again. But yeah, she was viable prior to her ever being released. And then she was viable the second Rogue Spider existed. And then that's the current state of the game now. Or I should say Night Spider. I was called a Rogue Spider even though its name is Night Spider. Mostly because it's used for pure Rogue team. Oh, I was about to cast. I actually can't. Oh, yes, actually I can. I was going to say because it has stealthy, but I believe the hero had stealthy as well, so it wouldn't have mattered. Oh well, we got it done. You just got here. What did you re-roll? I re-rolled the 6 dungeon wins into 24 PvP. And we just now hit tier 1. Okay, so now I want to see this number. Is it above or below 5,000? It is above. That's really surprising. More than 5,000 people on PC Mobile, which isn't even a total number, have done the 1.9k PvP weekly. If you wonder why this is useful or why so many people have done this, it is for this over here. Something I normally don't ever show, but it is a mechanic that always has existed, or maybe not always, but there's always been like something for PvP. But the current mechanic that has existed for years is this 1.9k PvP rating thing. And you get a bunch of loot. The most noteworthy one, I guess, in the current state of the game is all the glory keys you get. It's like 46 glory keys. Combined with the glory, it's like basically over 50 glory keys. So this is probably the most noteworthy thing here, as most of these other loots have not dated that well. However, yeah, you get a bunch of glory keys this way. There's also a leaderboard, though the leaderboard's less relevant. That's not the leaderboard. The other one's the leaderboard. You do get some gems here. However, the gems are pretty pitiful. And overall is just bad. But, you do get a lot of arcanes from it, if nothing else, but you're already going to be farming so much that you might as well do the explore. Like, the amount of time it takes to even make top 10, you would get more tokens, or more of that metal, or more, I will say it right eventually. You would get more of that arcane trait stone just from running explore for this amount of time than you would from even remotely trying to get to like top 100. Like you'd probably get, like even just hitting top 100, you probably would get over 11 just from running Explorer for the same amount of time. Because some people go really high. Like look, the highest one is, how on earth do you have 51,000 in one day? Is that a real person? Like that is like literally, they've been farming since the second launch, or you know, the second this week has launched. If you have 51,000 already. But the next highest is 25,000. Top 10's over 10,000, which is already pretty high. Yeah, people go crazy on PvP these days. Anyways, where were we? How many more PvP do we have? We still got 8 more. Oh, we have so many more to go, gosh. Anyways, let's keep going. 8 more to go. On like the worst reroll I've ever seen. We will have another redeem code later to stream. At some point. Apparently it's going to be a bit of a longer stream. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's a bot. Like, there's almost no way that is real. It theoretically is possible for that to be real, but is very unlikely for it to be real. Mostly because the margin of difference compared to the next highest is just a little suspicious. Well, it could be someone just power farming like crazy with a very efficient team. It has seemed like a bot before, and it hasn't been. I was going to say, that team should be weak, because that's something that doesn't normally get used. Also, I placed it way too high the last time I did a tier list. I was mostly trying to make them even, and was trying to figure out one to put there. Though I do believe we ended up putting it slightly too high when we did. Especially in the current state of the game, because there's even better alternatives for Zugov-like options than her. Also, it's so much easier to get a Zugov now, that any Zugov-like option has just gone down so much, just because the capability of getting Zugov has never been easier in the current state of the game. While it's still a challenging thing to do, there's never been a point where it has been easier than now to get a Zugov. It still can take you like a year from starting a brand new account, though some people can get it in as early as like 3 months now. Like if they really power grind for it. If you get like 2 Vault events within the 3-month period of when you first start, it is definitely doable to get a Zugov within 3 months. I'm not sure what the quickest time ever done is. Although I've talked to some people that have done it in under half a year. But I'm pretty sure under 3 months is possible. What made it easier? There's a lot more ways to get orbs now. Like a lot more ways. Most notably Vault events with Nomapalooza is probably the biggest contributing factor to how much easier it is. However, just the general amount of orbs capable within the game has substantially increased within that time as well. But mostly Vault events changes plus Nomapalooza is the biggest contributor to how much easier Zugov is. Nomapalooza came out earlier this year, and a lot of the Vault Key reworks came out the previous year, like 2020. And when I say this year, I meant 2021. I meant technically last year, but you know, within the last year time frame. Yeah, that's something else I need to go over too when we start doing a bunch of guide videos and a bunch of stuff. I hear that a lot too, like people coming back to the game after a while. I know I've done that a lot for RuneScape. I probably quit and come back for like 10 times now. I still am currently in the quit state for that game. Though if we ever do revisit it, I think we're going to stream it all. Other than the grinds, or like the more interesting parts. Like maybe all the quests within the game. Like make a brand new like main account. Because that's a kind of account I almost never make in RuneScape. Because I almost always make I might make an Iron Man main or something. Where you have to get everything from scratch. So that might make some quests absurdly annoying to get the supplies for. But that's a game I've like quit and come back to so many times. But yeah, I want to make an updated video on like everything that has changed in Gems of War in like the last several years. Because a lot of people that have like quit like several years ago that have come back. Like I feel like almost every week someone in chat mentions it at least once. Let's see, we'll throw that down. We'll grab a green over there. Zugov has been done in under 2 months. Nice. I almost did it in under 1 month on the Switch version, if I really wanted to like power farm it. But I didn't want to commit that much time to it. It would have just been too much time. Also, unfortunately, we lost one of our troops. However, it was like the least consequential troop we could have possibly lost from our team. So it's not too big a deal, though it does make it so we spawn a little bit less gems. I'm going to go rope dart the hero. Probably should have done that to begin with, because that's definitely the biggest threat that is right now. The only problem is his rope dart is rope darting because we keep missing from the thing. We might actually lose this battle. We actually lost one of them. Apparently we should have taken an easier one. I think we could theoretically still win this. Let me see. Is it my turn? We're going to go for it. Oh, we missed. This is still doable, though. We just unfroze. It's probably just worth it running away from. If this was Guild War, we wouldn't run away, obviously. But, I don't have a cascade over there. I think oh wait, I do right there, though. So we take that. Unfortunately, don't use purple, but it's still an extra turn. Oh, I can't cascade that in a way that we'd actually get a thing from it. We'll take a brown over here. He's extra turned so many times to gain HP that I actually can't kill him now. However, we can do this. Unfortunately, we get purple from it. Skull, but we're entangled, so we can't quite kill you. Why on earth are we trying to win this battle? All we gotta do is kill his rope dart. The thing that has killed my entire team. Okay, I should probably deny him on yellow. And try for blue off the sky, which we got, luckily. Just keep denying him on yellow and blue. Blue we actually need. Yellow, not so much, but I still have to keep making sure he doesn't take it. We might actually win this. If we were unentangled, we'd win right here. Oh, he got an extra turn from that. Oh, we did it! We won! I probably shouldn't have bothered doing that, but there we go. At least we didn't lose. We haven't lost any of them yet. Also, we're at 2. Let's see, where are we on leaderboards right now? Okay, so now we're past all the people who have done just 1.9k. That's still a pretty big number. I'm surprised. Like almost 3,000 people doing above the 1.9k, which isn't even required for anything. That means they're just doing PvP for the fun of it. Is multiple thousands of people. Interesting. I guess some people still find PvP to be fun. Is what that basically comes down to. I don't find PvP not fun. I just know what PvP used to be, and I find that to be more fun than the current state of PvP. The current state of PvP has way too many annoying teams that are just not that fun to play against. It's probably the biggest issue I have with PvP currently. That and the loot. The loot is extremely underwhelming in the current state of the game. Hello, Misty. Welcome, welcome. He got extremely bored 1 week and got extremely high on leaderboard. Nice. I do eventually want to do that for one of the one-day leaderboards again at some point. Or by again, I mean for the first time. Well, I should say for the first time on this account. Again, as in I tech leaded on the Switch account multiple times. However, I have not actually made first place on a leaderboard on this account since the Power Orb update, which has existed for like 4 years now. But ever since there were leaderboards that had Power Orbs, I have not made a first place on a single one of them. We've made high on them before. Like top 3, I think, and like top 6, top 10. But never have I actually went for first. I'm somewhat tempted to for the new faction that's coming out. I'm not sure yet, though. Like, I say that, but then when we actually get to that point, it's like, do we want to? The biggest concern with doing it for that is it's a 3-day event, so time's not a factor. But I might still try for it. We're already going to be spending like 2,000 something. So going an extra like 5,000 at that point might not hurt necessarily. We also get a bunch of treasure from it for the underworld, which when it comes to like extra drops, I really don't need extra drops of like let's say we do a class event, for example. A class event would give us a bunch of troop copies, which could potentially be mythics. And this is better value in some situations, as well as the fact that you would get the class max, and I don't need either of those two things. So doing it for Underworld almost makes a little bit more sense, because I actually need those drops, kind of, because it would give me a bunch of treasure as well as a bunch of shards, chaos shards. Anyways, how many more PvP battles do we have? And please tell me it's like 1. Let's see. Thank you. We are almost done. Well, half the stream has been committed to grind PvP, but we're there. One more to go. We should be making a leaderboard every week. No. I would never try for leaderboard every week in this game. I would go insane if I did that. There's not even a single person who does the leaderboards that do it every single week. You know how many gems you would need to have? It's not even physically possible to do it every week. Not even because of a time issue, but more so from a resource issue. And normally it's impossible to do PvP because there's almost always bots in PvP just spamming it like crazy. And you can't always do leaderboard because every leaderboard is going to cost you like 5 to 10,000 gems. And that would last like 1 month. If we did it every week for 1 month, we would run out of gems. Even if we did commit to it. Also, I don't have immediate need for power orbs, though it would make sense to farm them prior to that need. Before they do an update where we're going to need more. But anyways, finally, we have done this side objective that should have been a passive one. That, what even was the original one? Actually, the original one we did have to skip, didn't we? What even was it? Was it one that we had to skip? Yeah, that one we actually had to skip. The arena one that's coming up, we don't have to skip, though I am going to. And hope we don't get that absurdly unlucky. Okay, so next order of business. Let's go use Rowan team on Nexus with Warlord Hero class. Finally! This is what ideally we would have done almost immediately if we didn't get such a bad task there. But let's go change to it. Find my Explorer 3 team. Change the class to Corsair. I mean, not to Corsair. I mean to Warlord. Corsair is what it's already set to. And do this until we have 30 blue kills. I mean, yeah, no, 30 Nexus kills. I mean, 30 elemental kills, which is basically the same as 30 Nexus kills. Because they're literally all elemental. So every battle we should be getting 4. Unless there's a gnome there. Yeah, you never know what's going to be coming. There could be any patch now where you need, like, 1 billion power orbs. I highly doubt it, but it's not impossible. That next patch, you need, like, 100 of them or something. I highly doubt that, but you never know. That's why I hoard a bunch of various resources in this game. You just never know what the next patch is going to use. Normally it's some kind of new resource. But, for example, 6.1, Celestials became, like, really viable all of a sudden. Because you need 1 billion Celestials for it. So even though Celestial, for the longest time, has been a pretty useless currency at a certain point, there are people that might actually run out of Celestials now. Due to changes that were made to the Soulforge. Mostly them adding a bunch of stuff. So it wants me to go explore in Broken Spire at 3 or higher. What's the objective after this? 200 gold in the battle, craft 1 summoning. Yeah, we could just ignore that for now. Let's just go get our Nexus kills, or our elemental kills, I mean. Yes, objective video soon, TM. I'm hopefully getting that done tonight before I go to bed. I also want to start covering the guide videos this week. The start of us covering every single guide in existence this 2022. Oh, also, I was talking to my dad earlier, and he should be shipping down the stuff pretty soon, in the next few weeks. Also, he's actually selling some of the stuff because I actually told him like some things that he can and can't sell. You know, I basically made like a throwaway pile, the keep pile, the sell pile, and the bring to South Carolina pile, so I can go use it for the stream. And he's been selling some stuff from his sell pile and has already made a couple hundred. Also, apparently one of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards was like 40, 50 bucks or something. Some of them should be worth something. Same as some of the Pokemon ones. I just have no clue which ones are worth anything. And it just takes so long to go through it all. And he already has everything set up to do eBay properly, so he's just doing it now. Because I don't have a proper setup where I am right now to do eBay to any capacity. I used to some in the past. But he does on like a regular basis for like 2 decades now, so he's got to unlock. Easier for him just to sell it all than me to even try. And we're just splitting the money from it. Also, we should almost be at the amount of kills. I think 1 or 2 more battles should do it. Apparently another one. Unless we already have it done, I didn't even realize it. Hey, did we already do it and I didn't even realize it? Yes, we did. I was gonna say, it should be done by now. Okay, we got Gladiator, which is, let me guess, more PvP? No, that's just Arena. Oh yeah, this is the one we were rolling to. Please do not re-roll into PvP again. No, that's even worse. Well, not worse. That's actually not worse, but that's annoying. Basically, if we were to convert them into the same text, this says to go do Broken Spire 5 or 6 times. This says to go do Adana at the same difficulty 26 times. Oh, why? Okay, anyways, we're ignoring that for now. Anyways, let's go do Bronze. It wants me to go do Broken Spire at 5 or 6 times instead of 26. Basically like 1/5 the amount, if not less. Anyways, where are we? Let's go do this. Go to there. We can actually still use this team. We'll go switch to a correct hero class though. Like a archer or something. I'm not gonna bother switching the weapon. No, weapon really doesn't matter for this team. We got, I think, the worst possible luck you can have. Because I'm not sure it can reroll in the same task. Because those are the 2 most time-consuming ones you can even reroll into. It rerolling into pure PvP and it rerolling into Explore. Which is insanely unlucky. Wait, what did I do that I already did it? Oh, wait. It's literally just 1 battle. Oh, no, because I already had it started. I think. Okay, we only had to do 1 battle instead of 26. Amazing. Apparently it still wants me to keep going, though. Oh, it was because we were at the end of it. Okay, that makes sense. But still, we only had to do 1 battle. Convenient. Anyways, let's go to Anywheres. And then go do this. Oh, wait. Actually, let's do this in Adana. It would make more sense, since we're kind of forced to have to do this anyways. Let me go do a battle so I can go reset it to 3. Because it wants me to go use brown-blue banner. Oh, I'm already in the right page. Well, I guess I could just type in the colors. Brown-blue. Let's roll this. I know, we're going to have the seal requirement done today. That's another video I do want to cover. All of the weeklies within the game. Is the last faction coming soon? Yes, February 4th. Is the last faction. Or, you know, technically last faction. It is both the last and not the last. At least for the current state of the game, it's going to be the last. However, it's definitely not the last. But yes, it's basically the last kingdom adds to the game. And it should have lore based on that as well. There should be some lore tidbits that are related to it being the last. What makes even more sense is we have Sinner Mirage as the faction this week. So they're probably almost guaranteed doing something lore-based for next time around. It's probably not anything like too huge, but still curious to see what they do. Alright, Gold Digger, we could literally just do another battle. And you know where we are going to do that, because we kind of have to. To the Adana. An arena guide video? Oh yeah, we definitely need to cover an arena guide video before the next arena event. When is the next arena event? Because before then, I need to cover one. Ideally, like that Thursday right before. Going into that Friday. Or maybe even on that Friday. Though if I covered the Thursday before, it would already be done. Though it might be on the Friday, we'll see. I'm looking for weekly events. We then type in the word arena, or just look for it, or type it in because I do not see it. The next arena event is actually a while from now, February 18th. I mean 10th. That's definitely it. No, that's 18. I was right the first time. Yeah, that's an 8, not a 0. But February 18th is the next arena event. So hopefully February 17th we'll cover a guide on arena. Or maybe make that whole week covering arena-related things, leading up to it. Or maybe that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, kind of that area. Because I'm not sure I'm going to have a morning stream that Friday. We'll see. Maybe we'll make it an arena grinding stream. I highly doubt it, though. Arena, I hate the arena event so much. Anyways, where were we? Alright, well, gold is done. Bronze is about to be done soon. Brown recruiter. You know, despite having such annoying tasks, we're actually not taking that long. We're only an hour in right now. We're almost an hour in. And we're almost done. Even though we still have a somewhat annoying one left and we had a super annoying one earlier. Despite this, we're actually not that far behind on pacing, which is kind of weird. I guess all the other ones were kind of tame. We haven't really gotten that many synergies, though. Broken Spire champion. Win any battle using a Broken Spire team. So what was the restriction for World Event again? It wasn't Broken Spire, was it? I'm actually not sure. It is Striker Generator, which means we would not be using a Broken Spire pure team. Which means we need to go make one. Which means... Hello, Warlord class. I would like to rename you to Warlord class. And this will probably be the team we run on Thursday as well. Alright, so what's the best way to do this? Unfortunately, if we're going to go use this class of Warlord, we have to not have half mana start. Is there any way we could build around this for this purpose? The easiest way to go check is probably just check Broken Spire. Actually, I know what team I want to run. I know exactly what team I want to run. Alright, we now have a diverse team of Dawnbringer with a bunch of pokes. Actually, I know what team I want to run. Okay, we now have a diverse team of one troop. Okay, there we go. To Adana! Wait, there's one problem though. Do we have enough damage to kill Adana? I don't think we do. At a lower level Explorer we would. I'm just concerned we wouldn't have the damage for Adana. Let's see. We might. There's a lot more magic in the current state of the game, that's for sure. Where's my Warlord team? He does 56. He does not do enough. Not with magic reduction, he won't be. Oh, well, we're still gonna try. Still gonna try. It not being able to one-shot's not gonna stop me from trying to one-shot. It can do everything except anything that has spell reduction. We only need 4 battles with it anyways. So right now it's telling us to go do a pure Broken Spire team. And Gob Chomper's Broken Spire. And while you normally use them to counter goblins, he does have enough damage to one-shot some stuff. Which would include this stuff. So one-shot you. You take all the extra turns because you'll take it quicker than us. One-shot you. One-shot you. One-shot you. Yeah, you can use triple Traxes. I believe he has a link into himself or something as well. As long as they're one-shottable, this is quicker, I think. You don't have to worry about getting mana. He's cast 4 times. Oh no, he lived. How could he? I guess this only... Oh, I should have taken that skull first. Whoops. I guess this only works if you have really high damage, though. Because you need to have, like, almost all the magic in the game. And even then, it's almost not enough damage. A lot of the time. Also, once we finally finish these tasks, we'll hand out a code, and then we'll go do World Event. Or at least some World Event. I don't think we're doing all of World Event today. I want to build up the teams, if nothing else. Since we haven't covered the video yet, might as well do that on stream. Take our tribute. Of course, we'll still be covering the video as well on it. Let's see. Now we got to go use Mace in Adana. Because, of course. To the Adana. Switch to armor. Oh, no, magic's kind of fine. So we're just going to leave that for now. Then we're going to change over to Mace, which is Rowan. So change the banner back to normal. Change the weapon to literally any mace that is brown, which is almost every mace. So much so, even the really good mace is brown. The Doomed Club, which I would advise getting this week if you have the resources for. I would say Flamer first higher priority, but if you have the resources for it, make sure to get Doomed Club as well. It's a really good weapon, and it counts as a mace, so it's more relevant that it's converts all green to Doom Skulls. It's normally used with Truffle because Truffle feeds it brown and then it converts all the green to Doom Skull. It's used for a few other teams, but Truffle-related teams are the most noteworthy one for it. That and Beatrix teams as well. Like, those two troops make Mace what it is. Like, Mace would be one of the not as good ones if it wasn't for those two troops, but those two troops basically make Mace what it is. Because it's a brown weapon that needs green on the board. And Truffle and Beatrix are both really good troops that create both brown and green. Brown feeding into the weapon, green kills them off of the Doom Skull convert. Also has synergy with them because it does damage to all enemies. And more so with Truffle because Truffle already does damage to all enemies. But theoretically, Beatrix does too, just in a different way. And there we go, we got the maces done. Still got to do a billion more Dana though. We're only halfway through Dana requirement. And complete one adventure board, which is why you don't do adventure boards on Mondays. Because now it's time to go do adventure board. Unfortunately, nothing good here, but we do have to go do it. I guess let's use Rowan build. We already have a set. Are you going to play the Yu-Gi-Oh game? What are the modern ones of it these days? Aren't most of them like pay to win these days, I would assume? Because I literally just had a card that sold for like $40, a physical one. So I assume the physical game ends the online game is as pay to win as it has ever been. If some of the cards still sell for that much money. But, I don't know. I haven't played any modern Yu-Gi-Oh game. What even is the best modern one? And are there any that aren't pay to win? I know they've made some in the past that you could just, like, buy it once, and it had, like, a decent progression system that didn't cost, like, infinite money to play the game. I feel like I would be bad in the current state of Yu-Gi-Oh! Though, because the meta has probably shifted a billion times over into the point where it's not even the same game anymore. But I have played Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was younger. I actually used to go on some Saturdays to a local competition. I don't think I've ever completely won it out, but I made it kind of high relative to how young I was. Because I went there as young as like 6, 7, 8 years old or so. And I was still beating some people who were like literal adults. I was never not good at gaming. But, yeah, it was fun. I never won, like, the whole tournament, though. Mostly because, obviously, pay-to-win decks would just crush my deck. Because my deck was kind of average from a paid perspective. But it was composed well. With what it had. But it didn't have, like, any of, like, the ultra meta in it. It was probably, like, one of the most off-meta decks probably even used there. Though quite a few people there weren't using, like, ultra meta. But anyone who was would normally win it outright. The new one just came out? Really? Interesting. I might look into it. What's the game called? Because I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! In, I want to say, over a decade. Probably over 15 years. Maybe even more than that. Let's see, how old am I now? 27. The last time I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Realistically was probably when I was around like 10, 11, or 12. So it has been at least 15 years since I have last played Yu-Gi-Oh! Anything. Speaking of which, we'll be playing Pokemon this Friday. Not the card game, but the new Pokemon game comes out this Friday. Pokemon Legends Arceus, I believe it's called. I'm not sure if it's going to be that good, but we're definitely going to try it. It looks kind of good, but it's probably going to be broken beyond belief. I like the combat system for it, too. One of the games I actually intend to do is going to be doing that, but in a lot more complicated way. That's a bit more like RuneScape combined with Pokemon's combat system. But it's kind of interesting because it actually does use the time-based system which is a system that no Pokemon game has actually implemented. Quite a few games have implemented such a mechanic, though I've never actually seen a Pokemon game specifically implement the mechanic. I don't think they ever have for any of them, unless they did for like the mobile game or something, which they might have. I'm not sure. Anyways, we cleared that one out. Okay, so all we have left is this one really annoying task on top of the many billions of annoying tasks we've gotten, mostly the PvP one combined with this. But overall, for getting like the 2 worst tasks you could ever possibly get, we didn't do too bad for speed overall. Could have been worse. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Is it on Steam? Let me see. If I go Steam it real quick, will it come up? Instead of Google. No Google today. What is its Steam name called? Where was it? We might check it out. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. It released a few days ago. Like a week ago. Interesting. I'm pretty sure I'd be awful at it. It's free to play. Interesting. I don't have a current game I was planning to do that was new this week other than on Friday, so I guess I technically did. Yeah, it came out a week ago. Though it's free to play, so it's probably pay to win to the billionth degree. Let's see. 2 turns and you die. Well, 3 if you're lucky, though. Is the meta that broken? Dude takes 5 minutes to combo his cards. Is Yu-Gi-Oh! That broken these days? For how strong the meta might be? Oh, no, we might try it. I'm going to be horrible at it, though. I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! In over 15 years. And I'm pretty sure the meta has shifted a lot because winning in 3 turns has never been something that was possible. But yeah, we'll go give it a look sometime this week. I'm not sure what day, but definitely we'll need to look into it. Maybe Wednesday. I'm not sure what day the decking people are coming back this week, though. Due to the weather, they haven't been able to much the other week. Well, we'll give it a look. I really don't feel like we'll be playing it ever beyond 1 stream, though. But yeah, I have no clue how Yu-Gi-Oh! Currently plays. I'm pretty sure it's a lot different than how it used to be played like 15 years ago. I'm pretty sure it is at least 10 times more complicated. And 5 times more pay to win. Maybe we'll go give it a look this week. Have we not hit it yet? We still... Gosh, how long does this take? We had like the 2 worst ones you could ever fathomably reach. How many gems is needed to do level 500 faction when the new faction comes out? Anywheres from 1,910 to 3,110. Depends how you go about it. If you do literally every single battle to the fullest degree, don't miss a single Valraven, and don't lose a single battle, it can be done in around 1,910 to 2,110 gems. If you skip literally every single battle to get it done immediately and just rush for the final room, it can be as much as 2,910 or 3,110 gems. Alternatively, I tend to go 2,510 and go like right in the middle, which allows you to skip some, but you do like the earlier battles because they go a lot quicker. So you do it to like 200, 250 or so, doing it normally, doing every single room. And then you start skipping the second half, which is like a mid between the both. It saves you a couple hundred gems, and it saves you some time. It's like the mid-range between the 2 of the methods. But yeah, it's anywhere from like 1,910 to 3,110. Depends how it goes. Realistically, I normally spend 2,510. But it can be that much, give or take about 500. Or technically, give or take about 600, actually. Just depends how quick you want it done. Also, how many potions you feel like you need, because if you go for a lesser amount, you might not have enough potions to do pure faction, which is another factor to consider. I feel like I have enough stats this late in the game that I wouldn't mind doing the lower amount. I just normally do the higher amount because it's quicker. But if you're earlier on in the game, you might actually need the power stats from the power potions to be able to do it. Also, I think we're finally done. Wow. It took an hour and 10 minutes, but we got it. Normally it takes like an hour or less, but gosh, we got 2 absurdly bad rerolls. But overall, not too bad time-wise, given how we got the worst 2 rerolls that can even exist within the tasks. We got PvP 24 times and Explore 26 times. At least it was Explore 3 and not like Explore 10 or something. So it could have been even worse. Luckily, it's only the 3rd week. Ah, there we go. What stat did we even get right now? We got, actually, technically there's 2 stats we ended up getting. Most people got the extra attack, and we got the extra HP from the extended pass thingy. Oh, wait, never mind. We actually didn't get it a week early. Never mind. We didn't start getting stuff early until week 5. I forgot. Never mind. So yeah, everyone's at that point then. Everyone got 5 HP this week. There we go. I forgot. Only week 5 onwards do you start getting the stuff a week early. Anyways, so let me go hand out a code, and then let's go do World Event. As well as build our World Event team, because I actually haven't done that yet. Well, let me go hand out the code. Let's see, let's go grab this code. Click cut, click save. So we know we used it. Click to the code section. Wait for it to load. You got this. Go, 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 go. I'm about to just copy paste it into chat right now if it's going to take any longer. Go, go, go. It's literally showing the loading bar just to get to a different tab. It is taking that long. It says it's not responding now. Good job, other computer. Gosh, that other computer's slow. Anyways, while we're waiting on that, let's go try building our World Event team. Because it seems to have been frozen. I was like, guild's almost done already. Also, Isabel's sick and she's still like the highest in the guild by more than double. Anyways, we need to go build a team out of strikers and generators. Interesting. That means we have access to Zugov. Right? We should have access to Zugov. No? I thought Zugov was a striker. Apparently not. Zugov's not a striker? I could have sworn he was. He's something like a striker then, I guess. There's like 2 typings that are kind of similar. Also, how on earth has this thing not loaded yet? It still got back to not responding. It like looked like it loaded for a second, and I clicked again, and it's like, nope, still not responding. Okay, this is a weird selection, actually. We do have access to Firebomb. Let me check all the empowers, though. We have access to Egg Thief, which is interesting. Which might be one of our better options. It depends on how we want to mana generate. For now, I kind of just want to set some Firebombs in. Or at least a Firebomb. Okay, let's go find, so we're restricted on red weapons, right? It's just all red? Yes. Interesting. So is it only skull damage? Because that'd be awful. Hold up. No, it is spell damage. Okay. That makes things a little bit better. Interesting. So we can go Dawnbringer. We can go any of the AoE weapons. What do we have that's good under red that hits all enemies? Also, I don't think Furnace is a striker. Marilith. Dragon Soul's not worth it. Gosh, his options are bad. Also, that's not even the thing. Yeah, you might have to go Dawnbringer then. Like Dawnbringer to Egg Thief, Dawnbringer to Marilith. I think just Dawnbringer to Marilith. Why not? Double Firebomb, Dawnbringer Marilith. I see no reason why this wouldn't be extremely viable. And then we just change the banner to double red something. Like double red yellow. Like that. And then we change our class to Frost Mage, ironically. Despite all the red. It would work best with Frost Mage here. If we're doing Frost Mage, we might want a +2 red, +1 blue. Because don't I have it set to an extra blue because of its options? No, I have set to explosion, so I guess it's fine either way. It is fine either way. So I'll set to Frost Mage then. But yeah, wouldn't this be fine? It's almost a cheap team too, to be honest. I'm not sure what we do for the more expensive team. But this actually is the cheap team already. I don't even need to make a trooper. Oh, he's an assassin. Okay. Yeah, striker and assassin are different, aren't they? I'm not sure why. I sometimes think of them as the same troop type. Oh, I forgot to go set the medals because it didn't remind me to go set the medals. So we basically just double firebomb and then cast everything. That is the entire game plan. That is all and only the game plan. Also, it's rarity order, so we just take the highest and work our way down to the lowest. Okay, what was I about to change? Oh yeah, excuse me, medals. So first I gotta go claim the medals. Rewards, claim all. Also, I should probably go buy some tiers as well. Probably up to like tier 2 or so. Yeah, there's nothing special on the reward thing, so we'll go to tier 2. Grab 1. Grab 2. And we're good to go. And there's our upgrade. Okay, this other computer really does not want to function right now, so I'm about to just copy paste the code into chat. The only problem is I'm not sure if it's going to function enough to even get back to chat. But one can hope it will. Anyways. It's on copy paste on my other computer, so I can't get it onto this computer, and I can't even see it because it's on the copy paste function. There it is. Okay, I'm just going to do it without the link because it refuses to do so. If anyone wants to claim it for me, that would be great. I think you guys know what my invite code is by now. It's just tacit whenever we show it. Like a billion times every time we show the thing. Okay, this computer like really needs a startup. Why on earth is it so slow today? I'm not sure why. But it's like glacially slow. But here's the code. I cannot get you guys the link. Or use it for myself. But there is the code. That computer is being way too laggy to do anything beyond that. But there you go. Still works like a normal code. Let's see. We'll get our metal set, get some magic, and we're good to go. Is Anu metal worth 500? We did a poll for it the other week, and the poll said no. So I didn't end up getting it. I believe it can be worth it depending on your circumstance. However, based on when we polled it to the entire stream, it was like a 2/3 no. I think it was like 60% no or something. It's situationally worth it. It depends how much you grind explore and how many total gems you have. And if you even need an Anu to begin with. Like, if you feel like it's worth it, it can be worth it. Like, it's not bad value, I can say that much. Like, if you feel like it's worth it, that one is one of the ones that is actually worth going for. But, it's questionable value. But it's not bad value if you do go for it. It's just not one that you would always take every single time you see it, necessarily. Unless you're at a really specific point in the game. If you have over 50,000 gems, yes, you would go for it. If you have that many gems, you would go for an Anu every time you see it, yes. If you have that many gems. Now, the only problem with doing this team is this team's basically the cheap team. So now for the video, I have to think of a more expensive team than this. But the problem is this is already probably the most efficient thing you can use. Despite it being the cheaper team. Because the only hard thing, obtain thing that is on this team is Dawnbringer. And Dawnbringer's not even like super hard to get these days. It's still hard, but it has become easier over time. I could have already won, whoops. Also, you theoretically don't have to run Dawnbringer. You can run any red weapon that hits all enemies. It's just Dawnbringer happens to be the best one in that category. Especially because of barrier, so it helps you not die. Since you only have half a team. You could also technically trade out one explosion for a different mana accumulator. Or for a tank if you really wanted to, I guess. As long as it doesn't block the weapon. On anything other than red, obviously you have to block it on red. Luckily, Marilith doesn't block too badly on red, because even if it does block, you're just going to cast Marilith instead. So blocking doesn't actually matter much. Also, one interesting thing about Marilith, normally her damage is locked at 6. However, in this game mode, she can actually hit a bit higher than 6. Same as with Fairy Fire, because it does allow her damage to go higher. So, for example, normally she does 6 to all enemies, but you can see there she actually did 15. And the main reason for this is because of... oh wait, was it 15 for the thing? I should have looked at one of the other ones. But she does do more damage because of the medals that we have set. It's kind of like Tesla. Tesla doesn't gain any benefit from magic for her damage output, but when paired with Fairy Fire or these medals that increase your magic damage, it actually does increase her amount of damage. So it's like the bird. It did 15. Yeah, it did do 15. Okay, that was the correct number. I wasn't sure if that was a skull damage for a second. But yeah, normally she'd hit 6 to all, but she's actually hitting 15 right now. Theoretically, for the earlier battles, you can even just run like triple Marilith or something. Because if you're getting somewhere from like 12 to 24 damage per Marilith due to how many medals you have, that's actually not bad relative to how much mana accumulation she's doing. Later on, that would fall off, obviously, but for these earlier battles at like 3 shots, the current range we're in, 4 shots, somewhere around there. Depends how much medals you have. Apparently, we are going to be doing all these battles as well. They're not going to take that long. Might as well do them all. I'm not even sure what to show for the other team, because the cheap team is the viable team, for once. Sometimes that is the case, and this week is definitely the case for that. Or one of the cheapest possible teams is also the most viable team. He's got an Anu and an Isha on the same battle. Nice. I did that last night on stream when we were grinding a little bit. I got really lucky with it. I'll finish out these sigils and then probably call it a wrap for now. And then we'll hopefully go cover the video soon. Either tonight or early tomorrow morning. That's the only thing I hate about Gems of War's reset time. It is in such an annoying point. Or if I try recording a video on a night, sometimes I will get so tired and just crash, and then it ruins my entire Monday schedule. It's just so late, because you can't even start doing like anything for it until like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. once the daylight saving time shifts, which is even almost worse of a time. And then you spend like an hour or two just like setting everything up, getting ready for it, doing all the teams, setting everything for that and all that regard. Then you actually need to go do it and be awake by that point and still be able to do commentary. And then you need to not crash during any of that until like 5 or 6 a.m. by the time it's actually like fully uploaded. Which sometimes I don't have the energy for. And last night was one of those nights. Yeah, some of it you can check. You can't check things like Soulforge, a few of the team compositions that you need, as well as, what's the other one? Because you can't check anything Soulforge related. You normally can't check the events, though I think there are technically some places where you can. It's just kind of buried. Like what the requirement is for the world event, for example. I can't remember where that's posted, but I believe it does get posted somewheres a little bit before the event. The only problem is it's already so late that by that point it's pretty much a reset time anyways. But there are a few things that you wouldn't know ahead of time. But things like the class event team we can kind of have set ahead of time. The The Tuesday faction you can normally have set ahead of time and stuff like that. But the World Lore event is normally hard to set ahead of time because the info doesn't come out till like way later. To the point where, yeah, you might as well just wait for reset time anyways. And anything Soulforge related always is time locked because it doesn't get rolled until the exact reset time. Anyways, we'll leave it there for now. I believe that is all the things. Anything in our mail? Oh, both the redeem codes, but there you guys go. If you claim both of them, it is 4 treasure maps, 2 gem keys, 400 souls, 5,000 gold. Or, you know, half of that technically for each one. But there you guys go. Anyways, we'll be back tomorrow night, same time as always, hour and a half prior to now tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be mostly messing around with the faction event for Sinner Mirage because Broken Spire doesn't have one until soon. Broken Spire doesn't have one until the 4th, I believe, of next month. So it's right around the corner. Aside from that, apparently we'll be streaming some new games this week. Someone suggested a Yu-Gi-Oh! One, and I guess we will. We were kind of talking about it, and I kind of want to see what the current state of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is. So apparently a new game came out for that like a week ago, so we'll go do that, I think, on Wednesday. And then this Friday, or technically Thursday night, I'll be doing a stream for the new Pokemon game that's coming out, Pokemon Arceus. I might do a midday stream for Pokemon Unite as well. I haven't done Pokemon Unite stream for like almost 2 months now. So I might go do it. They've added a few Pokemon since then and a few other things, as well as some balance changes. The game's pretty much still the same as it's always been, though, but it's changed a little bit balance and some more Pokemon. A couple new outfits. A few things to mess around with. But I figured that'd be a good game for that day since we'll be doing Pokemon later that night at midnight. Because I believe it comes out exactly midnight my time on Thursday, which is Friday, technically. You know, the midnight between Thursday and Friday. We should be playing it. And I'm just going to get the digital version. I'm not going to bother with the physical. And we'll go from there. Also, I should probably go get the new OLED hooked up so we can play it on the new OLED. I don't think it's going to make any difference to overall performance or anything, but if I can get that actually working correctly. There's a few things that are just really annoying to transfer over that I've been like neglecting to do. But if I can get all that working properly, we might as well do it on new OLED. It should have like almost no difference on the stream quality, but if nothing else, given that it hasn't had years of use, it should technically perform slightly better. Not because the hardware inside of it's any better, but because it's not as old, so it hasn't been running for as long. So it shouldn't have as much wear and tear on it compared to the other one. So theoretically, the performance could be a little bit better in that regard. But anyways, I'll go catch you guys later. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I'll see you guys soon. And we'll have the event video up very soon. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.